Hello everybody, welcome to Gonzalo's Kitchen Lab. This week we're gonna have a few experiments, and the first one we call it Color-Milk-Splosion. We all know that soap is tough on grease, but in this experiment we're gonna have the chance to see how the soap chases the grease. For this experiment, Rafaela will assist with me. And what we are going to need for this experiment is a plate, liquid dish soap, whole milk, plastic cup, red, yellow, green and blue food coloring, and a cotton swab. First, we are gonna pour the milk over the plate gently to avoid the formation of bubbles. Now we're gonna add 1 drop of each of the colors on the dish with milk. And now the fun begins. Rafaela is gonna soak the soap and put the swab with the soap in the center of the colors and keep it there.
Whoa.
You see the funny way in which the colors mix together and show really a color explosion. What is the scientific basis of this experiment? We have seen a lot of fun, a lot of color, but what is behind that? Milk is mostly warm. It also has fatty. And we know because butter and milk and cheese come from the fatty part of milk. On the other hand, the soap has 2 ends. The molecules of soap has 2 ends. One loves water, the other fears water. It's the part fearing water that chases around the milk the fatty particles of the fatty molecules in the milk. That makes those twisting and rounds and twisting that we have shown in the experiment. So the colors, the food colors, make possible for us to see how the soap chases the grease in order to attach to the fatty particles of milk or maybe any other substance. Thank you so much. Hello again. This experiment has to be with navigation and compass. The compass is one of the most important instruments for navigation, location, and direction. We use it to find our way when we go hiking or on a trip to a new location. But have you ever wondered how old the magnetic compass is and how the first compass looked like? The first magnetic compass was discovered over 2,000 years ago in China. In this experiment, we will recreate an ancient Chinese compass. We're going to need for this experiment a plate, a needle, small cork, a magnet, and a compass, a modern compass, to verify that where our needle is pointing at is the north, and some water. Okay? What we are going to do first is magnetize this needle. How are we going to do this? Just by rubbing the magnet in the same direction from the eye to the tip of the needle for about 2 minutes. Let's see how it goes. We start rubbing just in one direction from the eye to the needle for about 2 minutes. Guys, make sure that an adult is helping you with this step, because you can get hurt with the needle. Okay, so the 2 minutes are over, and we are gonna do now is pour the water on the plate, then place the needle on the cork, and the whole thing we're gonna put it on the water, and you will see how the needle turns around to the north, pointing to the north. And just to check that we are really, the needle is pointing to the north, we are checking with this compass that I bought recently. So, what is the scientific knowledge behind the experiment we just made? First, we must say that the Earth's North Pole is a magnet. So we have a magnet in the North Pole. On the other hand, we know, even by experience, that magnets attract each other. So what we have made is just converting a metal that was not a magnet, the needle, into a magnet by rubbing it with a magnet. So at the end we had a very tiny and long needle, easy to point to the north. And to make it even easier to see, we use a cork over water, a plate with water, that make it easier to move freely and really points where it's supposed to point, that is the north. This principle has been used for centuries and has been vital to the development of human civilizations, but also it is used by migratory birds that, according to the research, they have a mineral called magnetite in their beaks. Magnetite is a kind of magnet, so they know where the true north is when they are flying. I hope that this experiment has been interesting and funny for you. See you next time.